Alright, so I am back, and today we are going to be taking a look at a quick fix for our Motormaster here. So, as you know, if you ratchet the legs out one hit, one click, you get this. And that's not very helpful. And then you can straighten them out, but then the ratchet in will just put it straight up and down. And the feet are cut to the point where they're supposed to be out. So I'm going to show you how to remove this ratchet and instead have just a swivel that holds really well, so you can actually get the right poses. So big thanks to Jeff. He sent me a how-to on this, or pointed out how to do it, and so thanks to him for showing that. I won't say last names unless you guys are okay with that. So you just want to unscrew the leg in question. And I tested it out on his right leg or left leg last night, just to make sure it works, so we don't have to do two in a row. And it's real simple. It's a real simple fix. Although they should have made better ratchets for it, so you wouldn't have to fix it. Alright, so you take the back cover here off, and you want to pull this down, and be careful because it does have the spring in it. Now, take the spring off, and down here, what you want to do is just take this piece right here, you pull it off. This is the actual ratchet, and you flip it around. That's it. Put the spring back on. I'll take this and we will put this back in here. There are two tabs on this thing, on like right there and right there. And you want to line those up because this thing has a notch cut out for that. So you want to be careful when you're lining that up. Of course, I dropped the spring. Just gotta find the spring. Sorry about that. Of course, yeah, that's what happens when you stop to show something off. Alright, so you put the spring back on. Take this and push that into place, and then this will lock into place here. And you just want to put the screws in. The spring is so powerful that you're going to have a hard time keeping it in place until you get that screw in there right. So there you go. And once you get the screw in, you don't have to worry about squeezing it to the right pressure. The screw will do all the work for you. You just got to get that screw back in there. And just screw it back in. And if you don't put the spring back in, it makes his legs really loose. So I would they're not terrible. They work okay for the robot mode. I was playing with it last night because the spring shot out and I couldn't find it right away. It's not terrible for the robot mode, but it would not hold up in combined mode. So now we have his legs and full range of articulation still. They're still really tight. So no issues there. And now you can actually make him a little A-stanced as opposed to straight up and down, or without him actually being so crazy out there. So I love this. It's a great fix. It really, really helps. I mean, this wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. And then having to have him out, like, I think it was like about that far, was just absolutely god-awful. I hated that. But now, you can make him stand according to the cuts in his feet that he has. So he's looking pretty good. So now I'm going to flip him over to combine mode real quick. I don't think I need to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to flip him over real quick, see how well, see if this improves anything with the combine mode. Sadly, I don't think it will. It should a little bit anyway. And I actually did, after I recorded the video last night for him, I did find Blackjack out there at my local Walmart, and I decided not to pick him up because I'm at that point of no faith. So now you don't have to worry about this ratcheting into the right place. And I never thought that it really ratcheted into the right place anyway. It was always kind of a little off center. So now we can get it exactly how we need it. So snap that in. Put this one in. So you can now angle these feet a little bit easier, or the hips a little bit easier, get more of an appropriate stance with them. And alright, so there we go. Is it better than it was? By a hair. Not significantly better, but not. I mean, it helps much better with Motormaster, but it does help with Minosaur as well, as you can see, because now I can pose this out, and problems I'm having are with the knees and the feet now. This thing really hates me. Alright, so yeah, you basically have to keep them up, straight up and down, because the feet are not on rockers. They're just straight ball pegs, or just straight pegs. And that's unfortunate, so we can't really do much with him. So hopefully the fans, or the Perfect Effect kit, will give us some heel spurs, or ankle tilts. I think they do, but that's really all, the only thing keeping them held back at this point, with those legs. So the legs don't look so terrible anymore, because like I said, you can get a wider stance if you wanted to, but it still looks ugly. The figure's ugly, Sin. There is no fixing him. That's one of the main reasons why it's like, okay, I did fight a Blackjack and I decided not to pick him up, because, I mean, this with a whole car in there, it's not gonna improve it. I mean, it's gonna be just as bad. there is no saving this combine mode without a full overhaul. So we'll see what the perfect effect can do. We'll see what the fans see how that holds up against the fans project one, and we'll see what the Lone Wolf can do. I've got zero faith in anything fixing this figure, though. But we'll cover that when we get there. Might be a while.